Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Adirondack Thunder and your Florida Everblades. Will Henschel alongside Jake Maurice. And Jake, another shutout win for the Florida Everblades, 4-0 in Game 3 in front of our home fans tonight. And a great way to start this home stretch of 3 games.
Yeah, you take a 2-1 series lead with Cam Johnson's second shutout of this year's playoffs and 10th in an Everblades uniform during the postseason, right? He was sensational last night, but the guys in front of him also played really well. A full team victory to start off this homestand.
It was another big first period for Florida. 3 goals before the first intermission. Started out by Jordan Sandbrook lighting the lamp, then Mark Senden followed suit, and Matt Wedman put a bow on it to give them that 3-0 advantage. But another really productive period that just carried the Everblades to victory.
Yeah, I mean, back in the first round, we were talking about first periods being a real struggle, right? The team only had 1 goal in 7 games in the first 20 minutes of action. Here in the series against Adirondack, against Orlando, it's really changed. And yeah, last night was one of the best starts Florida's had, and it just carried them all the way throughout that game.
A couple of different goal scorers, but Jake, another factor that we've been talking about for quite some time leading into this game was the power play struggles, and that finally got exercised yesterday, ending a 5-game scoreless streak on the man advantage. That was the Matt Wedman goal to finish off the first period. So great for the Everblades to finally get that power play goal that they've been looking for so long.
Yeah, and that wasn't their only good power play of the game either. They had some chances. Sean Jossing had an opportunity where he missed pretty much an open net, which would have been 2 power play goals. Would have been the second time Florida's had a multi-goal game with the man advantage. But either way, as you said, you got that one off your back. Now you have a chance to get a different kind of streak going tonight. Special team's going to be important again. You know, Adirondack's going to be really bringing their best. They're going to have tweaked some things on their penalty kill, so you'll have to adjust on your power play as you must. As always, when you come off a win, you're going to get an opponent's best, and that's got to be on the power play. They've got to be just as ready as the guys at 5-on-5.
The Everblades went 1 for 8 on the power play on Wednesday night and 2 for 2 on the penalty kill against the Thunder. So a very strong effort on special teams once again. But Jake, you mentioned it at the beginning of this show, but Cam Johnson, another really strong performance. Like you said, reaching the decade mark in his playoff shutouts with the Everblades. So you can always lean on number 33.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what's going on in a game. You know he's going to be giving you your best, right? I mean, I can't think of a single performance this year where you could say he's been at fault whatsoever for a Blades loss or a rough game on the defensive side of things. Pretty much every time puck's coming his way, he's going to stop it. He's done that against Adirondack, right? Through now 3 games, only 3 goals against. And hopefully he can keep that average right around there, because if he keeps it down there, the Blades are going to be winning a lot of games in the playoffs.
Speaking of 3 goals, Mark Senden scored 2 in Game 1. The Everblades again shut out in Game 2, but scored again in Game 3, so he has really had the hot hand for the Blades in this 3rd round.
He's a grinder. He always brings his best every shift. He's constantly referred to as one of, if not the hardest working guys on the team. Always committed to improving, and it's showing up for him on the score sheet now. He's always been doing the right things. It doesn't always show up for him on the score sheet, but now it is, and yeah, he's been leading the Blades offensively in the first 3 games of the series. Great to see him getting rewarded.
Now, Adirondack, a really strong team. Kings of the North, as we've seen throughout this year, they're not going to take that game lightly. How do you expect the Thunder to kind of bounce back and take this game and try to level the series at 2-2?
They're going to try and get the rush offense going. They're going to try and get more chances into the slot. They're going to try and slow down the Blades as best they can through the neutral zone. They're going to look to really do a better job of boxing out near the front of their net. Florida did a really good job of getting towards the crease for second opportunities, rebound chances, tips, all that kind of stuff. The Thunder are going to be looking to box the Blades out and keep them away from it. And as I said earlier, they're going to be bringing their best effort tonight. They know that falling down 3-1 in a series is very tough to come back from, especially when they'd have to come back to Hertz Arena the next night to even force it back to their building. So I think we're going to get a really strong effort from Adirondack tonight, just like we did in Game 2.
The Everblades the opportunity to take a commanding 3-1 series lead tonight in Game 4 of this Eastern Conference Final. So, Jake, I think it's about time we get into the 3 keys of the game.
Well, first off, as I was talking about, you got to have a strong net front presence, right? That's what really worked in Game 3, particularly in the first period. So getting guys to the front of the net going to be important to help screen Isaac Poulter's eyes, get tips, get rebounds, all that good stuff. Also, you want another strong start like you had on Wednesday. That set the stage for the whole game. Another strong start tonight can set that we're returning to that kind of program for tonight's action and sort of quash any momentum the Thunder can get going through their strong play that they're going to inevitably have in this matchup. And then finally, you got to make sure you're standing up at your own blue line. The Thunder love to get things going with speed, with odd man rush opportunities. Standing up at your blue line, forcing them to dump pucks in, make a risky pass to try and keep a play going. Those kind of things can be turned around, kill their momentum, and potentially generate something for you.
Be sure to wear your blue tonight, fans, and tomorrow night for the remainder of this third round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. Puck drop between the Thunder and the Everblades is set for tonight at 7:30. We'll see you there.